Greetings everyone, I am John Alexander. 74197 is going to discuss the article that I've chose. The title of the article is Obstacles of Organizational Learning and Self-Transcendence. Theoretical research is based on Chinese family business. Without further ado, let's get started. OL and development is a critical process in any business. It's simply a tool for any person to develop their skills and knowledge, which will definitely benefit the organization. OL necessitates the interpretation and procedural integration of new information by a group, leading to group initiative and risk-taking in experimentation. While implementing OL, there are almost an equal number of obstacles. The summary of the article is, OL is described in a variety of ways in the literature, with a focus on study as a means of gaining competitive edge and OL as a natural and ever-evolving process. However, OL is neither a hassle-free nor an automatic process. As indicated in the article, media claims that there are obstacles to OL, and OL disabilities will be passed down to new members of the group or organization due to dynamic and complicated character. Basically, the article discusses about the obstacles of organizational learning and ways to deal with it. Let's move on to the key points of the article. So the first key point is interruption of the organizational learning process. On the basis of organizational learning processes, which based on the four-stage model, March and also 1975 analyzed the types of organizational learning process that are disrupted, and Edgar 2004 integrates single cognitive styles and institutional cognitive styles listed as in Figure 1. Related obstacles factors includes number 1, restricted study. Persons cannot apply what they have learned and interruption occurs between beliefs and actions. Number 2, audience learning. Personal behavior change but cannot convince other people or members. Number 3, superstition learning. The knowledge among members of organization may not effectively diffuse. Number 4, fuzzy learning. Individual learning recognition cannot lead to environmental changes and associated interruption. Number 5, situated learning. Individual learning has been forgotten or have not been using. Number 6, fragment learning. The organization cannot change the cognitive style. And lastly, opportunity learning. Organization will circumvent the standards process and result in inconsistent between organizational actions and cognitive patterns. The next key point is relating to organizational structure and leadership. Organizational learning will be negatively impacted when the leaders' attitudes are not conducive to learning. Second, the organization will begin to form the cultural and NIH, no innovation here, will become a notable vocabulary. Organizational learning capacity will be low, allowing learning to lie there and prone to inertia and paranoia. The last key point is psychological and cultural barriers of OL. Organizational culture and the spirit of the learning map based in the past will negatively affect further learning if members of the culture do not comprehend each other's vocabulary, metaphor, or tale. Smith 2012 went on to say that the implicit assumptions that make up an organizational culture will negatively affect organizational learning. Citing the following examples, mistake and intolerance, disingenuous members in the course of exchange, unequal status of the organizational learning process, and neglect to learn. My reflection on this article is, the article opened my eyes and mind to the world of business, especially in family business. It helps me to better understand what it is like to have own business. I acknowledge that every company has their own struggles. For instance, this Chinese family business having obstacles in implementing organizational learning. Thankfully, the author included the ways to overcome the obstacles. As a reader, I was able to add knowledge in dealing with challenges and implementing organizational learning. In conclusion, organizations are more competitive when they devote time and resources to building a learning culture and implementing organizational learning. However, the process of implementing organizational learning within an organization is not smooth. There are always obstacles in dealing with it, either from the organizational structure itself or psychological and cultural barriers. Hence, it is important for every organization to have the knowledge on how to handle it.